Hey friends, it's Carly, and let's talk about using felt in card making because something about fall makes me want to break out all the cozy things, including felt for my cards. So for non-paper crafting projects, I really like to use craft glue with felt, but for cards I really like a dry adhesive. So I usually use double-sided adhesive and essentially make a big felt sticker. To do that, I like to use Stick It, which is a sheet of super thin adhesive. I cut it to be approximately the same size as my piece of felt, and then I apply the Stick It to the felt, which is easy because there's little cut lines in the liner paper. Once they are stuck together, I just burnish it with a bone folder, and then they are ready to be die cut. So the great thing about Stick It is it doesn't add too much bulk to whatever medium you want to die cut. Now, once I've got my big felt sticker, I just need to put on my dies. So when I'm using closed dies like the Essentials by Ellen Block Alphas, I don't have to worry about where the tape is going to hold it down through my die cut machine. But something to note is if you have an open die like this leaf, you want to make sure the tape goes on the edge so the felt won't get snagged, because once you run it through your die cut machine and then pull it off, it's going to kind of snag that felt. So anyway, after die cutting, I've got these cute little felt stickers to use my card, and now I just need a card. So to create my card, I'm starting with the A2 panel of white cardstock. I'm preparing it for embossing with a powder tool. Then I'm arranging the pretty leaves from the Essentials by Ellen Mondo Mum set. I'm going to stamp them in Wow embossing ink and then apply the Brutus Monroe alabaster white powder and then heat set it. Then I'm going to repeat till I've got leaves kind of all across that panel. And then once I've done that, I'm going to add a little bit of color. So I'm applying Distress Oxide Seedless Preserves with a blending brush. I actually got out the peacock feathers too, but ended up using that on a different card. So after applying the Seedless Preserves to the whole panel, I add a little water splatter and then remove the excess water with a paper towel, taking extra ink from the embossing areas with it. And of course I didn't film that, sorry. Now I'm adding a little bit of white splatter, and to use that I like to use acrylic paint because it's opaquer. I apply a little bit to an acrylic block, add a little water, and then use a paintbrush to splatter on my card panel. Once the paint is dry, it's time to apply my felt letter stickers to help with spacing because I'm really bad at eyeballing things. I've just got a piece of the low-tack purple tape across the top, and then I can line up my letters by putting them against the bottom of that tape. It's easy to remove the tape when I'm done, add my little sentiment strip, and then finally, this is my favorite cheat right now, applying some faux black splatter with a Copic marker. Now I like this card so much, I made a second one in a different color scheme and using that Essentials by Ellen Mondo Mum, which is just so pretty. So thank you so much for watching. You can see more on my blog. There's a link in the description below, and happy crafting!